The organization Diamond Diva hosts Domestic Violence Awareness Week starting this Sunday. The group has several events planned and encourage you to put up purple lights to raise awareness. And speaking of domestic violence, we have Heidi Sugaton joining us now. She's with Safe Connections of St. Louis. And Heidi, oftentimes when we think of domestic violence, we think of physical violence, but there's also another type of abuse that women or men can be faced with. So tell us a little bit about the mental and emotional aspects of abuse.
You know, the mental and emotional aspects of abuse can actually be more damaging at times than the physical. I've heard many victims say that the wounds from emotional abuse last much longer than a bruise that will heal eventually. A broken bone heals, but that emotional wound can last a lifetime unless you get specific support and encouragement and break free of that kind of violence.
So tell us kind of what emotional and mental abuse looks like. Obviously, there's not any physical sign of that. If you're looking at someone who's dealing with that at home, tell us what that looks like.
It is a pattern that we're looking for. So it might be a pattern of being demeaned or made to feel worthless. Maybe you're being harassed or stalked. It could be humiliation in public. There are a lot of different things we see. Threats of violence without any actual violence. Those things can all make a person feel like they're going crazy. And that's called gaslighting, which is another form of emotional abuse.
Do you see women maybe, or women or men, do you see them maybe kind of hesitant to identify this as abuse?
It can be really hard because a lot of times it's hidden, happens behind closed doors. Many people who abuse are very charming in public. And so I think for someone to, you know, what do you do when it's all emotional? Do you go to the police? Often they may say, you know, we don't see any sign of injury. It's he said, she said, or, you know, whatever the gender is of the people involved. It's your word against theirs. So I think that emotional abuse can be really hard to fight because of that.
Okay, and so Heidi, at Safe Connections, what do you suggest that women do if they feel that they are a victim of perhaps manipulation or humiliation, like you say, that goes along with mental abuse that they could be dealing with?
You know, there are a lot of resources in the community to help. So I would say reach out, talk to someone, talk to family and friends, let them know what's going on. At Safe Connections, we work really hard to basically do the opposite of what the abuse does. Instead of humiliating someone, we're saying, you deserve respect. Instead of making someone feel like they have no power, letting a woman know or a victim know that they have the best power and decision-making ability of anyone over their own lives, and they should make the decision of what's best for next. So we try to help people do what they need to do to get to safety, identify what's going on in their relationships, and we want everyone to know you deserve respect, you deserve loving relationships where you don't have to be afraid or undermined.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Heidi, for joining us. If you guys would like to hear more information or see this interview again, just visit our website, fox2now.com. We'll be right back after this.